Hi, everybody. My name is Louise, and that is the given name that I was born with. And that is the name that I will share with everybody. Believe it's in the book where you get to learn the definitions of the names. My name means that I'm a warrior. And I want to share with people about what it means to wake up in life and learn that everything that you've ever been taught and told about yourself has not been true, as in the issues that hold us down and keep us down in this level of feeling like we have no self-worth, that we are not worthy or capable of love because of all the hurt that we've had happen to us, and how it keeps us disconnected. Because really in life, when you've been chosen to really have a clean break because you couldn't take life anymore the way it was, and you do something dramatic, and when you wake up from it, you realize that holy hell balls. I've been given a rare opportunity to change. And through my change is where I want to talk with people about, because it's important for us to know that no matter what our walk of life is, God or the divine or higher power, whoever you want to call it, has been there the whole time trying to guide us in the right direction. And to let us know that love is something that is really real, and it is the only thing that can cross us over to being of a higher vibration. It's an attitude of gratitude that's the bridge to keep it there. I've looked at all different kinds of things in my life, and I'm writing a book about it that has to deal with all the real issues about why was I targeted? Why was I hurt so bad? And in June 10th, I had enough of everything that I had tried to take my own life. And my whole world has been turned upside down because of it. But really, what I look at it as is, a lot of people call it the dark night of the soul that you go through, because everything has to come up to completely be evaluated and looked at so that you can change in a way that is truly outstanding. It's not an easy process. I have felt like I've been crazy. But the best gift that I was ever given is to learn how to have unconditional love for things that you should never want to. And in doing that, I have learned how to try to love myself the best way that I can, so that I can share this with you. Because of this release, I've realized that I have a lot more abilities than what I ever thought I did. I'm a person who has always been an empath, which I can feel things from other people. I take them on to myself so that other people have them released so that they feel better. And I never understood what that gift was until I have the summer. I'm a person who can divinely help in a way that my ancestors have brought forth. I don't know if it's ancestors, past lives, whatever. We all have different walks of life, and we all have different beliefs, and I'm not here to push a belief onto anyone, but what I am here to do is speak my truth. And my truth is that the day that I became a complete dead battery, and it's because of the fact that I had relapsed after 8 years of being sober. My relationship was not very good. I had so much stress that happened this year. 2018 has been a crazy year. that I couldn't take it anymore. And when I tried to take my life, I didn't realize that it was a sacrifice of the highest calling to have the ultimate love come in. Now, I have been a person looking for love my whole life on the outside and never understood how to have love on the inside, and it is a journey that I am still working on. And I want to tell you that there's a lot of things out there that we're always searching for to fill this hole inside ourselves, when really that hole can't be filled with drugs, personal possessions, money, relationships, anything like that, because really it is a calling of having a connection with something greater than yourself. And I know that a lot of times when we are put to the fire to be tested, a lot of times we back away or we reject something, and we become hurt and we become damaged. And I don't like to use the word damaged, because actually it's just we have a break, and we have to start rebuilding. And I've had to start rebuilding my whole life, and in my relationships. And so today I want to do a small reading so that people can understand. I like to use tarot cards, and I like to use runes, but those are just tools, because the thing is that every day I wake up with something new that I need to learn, and that there always seems to be in a line with everything that is around me and that I talk about. So I hope this message reaches out to some people, and that I will continue to talk each day about something. And I will get down to some real issues, and then I will do a reading for people. So you can always fast forward if you want. I don't really know a lot about computers or about all this stuff. I'm just going to do a video. You can see wherever you want to look at it at. But the one thing I did draw was I draw the rune. It's called Manas. And in the book, this is about... Let's see here. I take mana as having a relationships. And relationships can always be with the self or other people, but I like to consider that when I am learning more about myself and to have this connection with the divine higher power, everything else seems to start falling into place for myself, and to feel better. So I'm going to read it to you so that you can gain some information out of it. This is a starting point. It's actually the beginning rune in my book that I have here, the Book of Runes. And what a better way than to start a new journey with people and start with this rune. Now today, earlier when I drew this rune, I drew it for myself, but it was upside down and it was reversed. Today, for everybody else, it's right side up, and it means that I'm taking my challenges with myself and my relationships and turning them right side up. So this is what it says in the book. It says the starting point of the self is the self. The essence is water. Only clarity, willingness to change is effective now. A correct relationship to yourself is primary, for from it flow all possible right relationships with others and with the divine. Remain modest, that is the oracle's counsel. Regardless of how great may be your merit, be yielding, devoted, and moderate, for then you have a true direction for your life. Be in the world, but not of it. And yet do not be closed, narrow, or judging. Rather remain receptive to impulses flowing from the divine within and without. Strive to live the ordinary life in a non-ordinary way. Remember at all times what is coming to be and passing away, and focus on that which abides. Nothing less is called for from you now. This is a time of major growth and rectification, and as a rule, rectification must come before progress. The field is tilled before the seed is planted. The garden is weeded before the flowers bloom, and the self must know stillness before it can discover its true song. Instead of seeking credit for accomplishments or for focusing on results, be content to do your task for the task's sake. Herein lies the secret of experiencing a true present. If you take the ruin of the self and you cut it down the middle, you will see the ruin for joy with its mirror image. There is here a subtle caution against carelessness, and self is required to balance the self. Nothing in excess was the second phrase written over the gateway to the temple at Delphi. The first counsel was, know thyself. So to me today, learning how to know myself and to talk about this on this channel that I'm trying to create is probably the most important thing, because it is a journey to learning about ourselves, and that's what I have learned about this thing that everybody calls like the dark night of the soul. It's been painful. It's scary. The one thing I know is that everything that I've ever been taught to know about myself has not been true, but yet at the same time has given me the courage to be able to talk. And that to have unconditional love means to have no conditions on it, regardless, and to help other people with that. I want to draw a tarot card. I have gilded, I like them. The pictures on them are just beautiful. And I would like to draw one card for you today to help you with that also. As we go through this, I will talk more and more about real issues that I have, because I know that the perception that sometimes people have of me is of something more than what I even can even think of. And I feel like if I can speak my truth, and no matter what my truth is and how hard it is for me to speak my truth, the more I realize that there's other people out there that have those same issues. And that I want you to know that you're not alone. We are not alone. And it's through my greatest pain that I've had my most growth. And I don't take feeling overly emotional about it as a way to disregard it, but it's a way of letting you know that I'm a damn human, And life has a lot to offer. One of my best sayings I like to say while I'm shuffling these is we can manifest anything we want into our lives and be whatever we want. We just have to get out of our own fucking way to do it, And I'm hoping by doing this, it will help me get out of my way. So let's draw one card for everybody to have something to contemplate on while we had manas for relationships to have with ourselves, and to have a relationship with something higher than ourselves, so that we can have better relationships with other people. So let's start. Just ask for one positive card to come through, whether it's negative or positive, so that I could read to everybody. And let's start this journey. So I have the Ace of Wands, which is a fire. So to me, the Ace of Wands is the beginning of things. When I look at this card and the fact that I see so if you see, there's some lightning back here and thunderclouds, and that these hands are actually coming up from the heavens to shoot down at us, so that it's like a wake-up call to have fire in our lives, to have action. I think of it as, I know a lot of people could think of it this way, which is where it's raising up into the sky. But before it can raise up, sometimes we have to have life do this to us, and where it shoots down at us so that we can understand that we're being spotlighted, and that through our creativity and action, we can start having this connection. And sometimes we have to have fire, like, to have action and to clear the way of everything. The cards, when I read them, will be the interpretation of what I see that day. But I do know that I see a vine on here, on the staff itself. It's beautiful. It's of growth, and it's of gold. And if there's one thing I do know is that in order for gold to be pure, it has to go through fire several different times to release the impurities. And I can't tell you how many times I have been through the fire so that I can learn this valuable lesson of getting rid of the impurities in my life. And I know that yet again, this is the point of where I'm at. And I feel like the heavens have opened up to give me this rare gift. I want to thank everybody for watching this and taking the time to, I guess one of the big things is to make sure people like my channel. And tomorrow I will talk a little more. Each day I'll draw a rune, and that will be the subject of what I talk about and how it perceives in my life and what's going on. Like I said, I'm writing a book about the different things that have happened in my life, and the book will be titled Behind Blue Eyes, because I have blue eyes and this is my life story. And it's not, you know, anything but who I am and the things I went through in order to be where I am today. I love you guys, and have a very nice day. And remember, if you feel like there's a little fire under you, it's probably from the heaven telling you that we have some work to do. And if you can do the work with an attitude of gratitude and total self-love and stay connected, this turns into creativity to go up higher. I also see wings in this, and like it reminds me of the phoenix rising. And we have to go through our ashes and cycles all the time. Yeah, what a beautiful card to start with. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Peace.